What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. I'm Jazz.
And I'm Lo. And this is the Jas&Lo podcast.
What's up?
So on this podcast, we talk about everyday life experiences from different perspectives, hot topics, and spilling some tea. So let's go ahead and do a quick check-in. Jazz, how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired.
A little sleepy?
Yeah, it's funny because, like, earlier in the week, I was going to bed, like, super early, like, around, like, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it felt really good because I would get up super early, work out, and do all this stuff, but now getting off of it, like, right now we're recording, like, kind of late, which is not a bad thing. We normally record late.
Yeah,
every episode. So this is nothing new. But I think since I changed my sleeping pattern, it's kind of like, damn, I feel it.
I'm glad that you've been putting that first, your sleeping
sleep?
pattern lately.
Oh, for sure, because that affects the rest of your day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, your energy, your focus, positivity in your life. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, I'm good. Can't complain. Life is good. Cannot complain whatsoever.
Good.
How about you? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just finished my first episode ever of The Bachelorette.
You're so funny.
That was good to watch. I'm addicted.
It was both.
But next time I want to have like a glass of wine and like snacks and stuff because
right, of course,
it's
have,
juicy
like,
and it's interesting. Yeah, no, but besides that, I'm doing good.
That's good.
It's been a good week.
Week's been good. School's been good.
Hell yeah.
Fam's good.
Yeah, everybody's doing really good.
It's good.
I know. This week has been a really good week, but I'm really looking forward to this episode because I've never watched. Have you ever watched a full season?
Not full season. I've never seen the start to finish. I normally, it's funny because this happened, I think, once for the Bachelorette and then once for the Bachelor. My sister-in-law, like, we would have, like, sister time. And it'd be me, my other sister, and my sister-in-law. And we would be at their house, and we would end up watching it. But me and my sister would start watching it, like, when there's only 4 more contestants.
Yeah, when it's getting really juicy,
right,
kind of towards the end.
I've
seen clips of the ends.
But
especially the night that it comes out.
Right.
But I haven't seen a full season.
So you haven't seen a whole season either. So, yeah. So this is, like, our first time watching it, like, and watching it together.
Yeah.
So, and getting to see it from beginning to end, that's going to, I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. Like, am I going to, think that one is better than the other? Do I think that this is real? Like,
yeah.
All of these questions are in my head, but it's so funny how, like, just watching this for the first time, I got sucked in.
Yeah, it's addicting.
Yo, I got sucked in. But what about you? Did you feel like you got sucked in?
Well, if you guys didn't know, today's topic is going to definitely be about the Bachelorette. So
yeah.
Here we go. Like, we're going to go ahead and dive
we're popping
right deep into this. Before we do get into all of that, though, we're going to go ahead and read a little kind of quote just to kind of give the people who have never watched the show before or need a refresher course. Through The Bachelor, they've been airing 21 seasons now since 2002. Only 3 couples from the show are still together. Meanwhile, out of 12 seasons of The Bachelorette since 2003, 5 of the couples are still together. That was posted in 2017.
Wait, and how many seasons did you say it was?
She's season 16?
So there's been 16 seasons, and out of the 16 seasons, only 5 are still together.
I believe so.
Dang, yo, that's not really a good stat.
And this contestant, not a contestant, this person, this Bachelorette, her name is Claire. She's an American television personality, best known for her role in the runner-up of the 18th season of ABC's The Bachelor. And she led in the 16th season of The Bachelorette, which is current. She also appeared in season 1 and season 2 of Bachelor in Paradise and on Bachelor Winter Games.
So she's known in the Bachelorette world.
She knows like how this works.
She does, but oh man.
She knows how this works. Okay, so what was your first impression of her? Not knowing who she was, we've never seen her before. What was your first impression of her?
Of her? I mean, it was more so like I'm just kind of curious to see who she is. And just, I mean, I have my, speculations of, is this real? Is this just for TV? But I mean, super cute style.
Oh, she was adorable.
Really pretty. Like, definitely knows what she wants.
Yeah,
Knows what
very
she will and will
certain.
not tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, hey, yo, I'm not mad at that. Like, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this whole thing plays out, even though there has been like a lot of spoiler alerts.
Was it just
What?
me, or did you not find it funny that she was just staring outside of the window like, okay, Claire, I bet you like the backup people are, okay, Claire, you're gonna go ahead and stand in front of this window and gaze into the window like you're
In
looking
the
for your
abyss.
future husband.
Yes.
And it had this like magical music background.
Eyes glistening.
Ah, like it was just majestic.
It's so funny to me though,
Almost.
because that's something I did notice also. Like, did you notice? I don't know if this is like a camera effect or what, but her eyes seemed so glossy throughout the whole damn show. Like romantic glossy. Did you notice that?
Like, ah, like she
very
was starstruck.
dreamy.
No, I didn't notice that at all. But that's actually a
No.
really good
Her
perspective
eyes are like
because
so dreamy throughout the whole thing where I'm just like, okay, like I
it
don't know if this is like an effect.
maybe that makes her seem more genuine. Because I'm not gonna lie, when they showed the clips of her from the Juan Pablo and the season 1, season 2 of the Paradise, she kind of came off a little harsh to me.
Hmm.
I think they kind of made her want to come off that way, or maybe she does come off that way. I didn't see her old stuff,
Right.
but she kind of came off a little kind of, I'm not putting up with anybody's crap kind of vibe. It's like she was not she wasn't being flexible for anybody. She was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not tolerating it. And she said it, which I kind of like about her because she knows what she wants. And she's very clear about that in the beginning when she was doing the intro of who she was.
Right.
She was very like, I'm not putting up with anybody's crap and I'm here for these reasons. And when she started talking about her father, it kind of explained to me why that she is the way that she is.
I think it has a way, like a role. It definitely plays a role into that. I think I do agree with that for sure. But going back to your point though, because I do want to touch on that point as well, as far as like with her father. But going back on the point of like coming off as a hard ass and stuff like that, and knowing what she wants and stuff, it's like, have you ever heard how that's not really looked at as a like positive attribute? Like it's looked at like negatively.
Yeah,
Like
because
women like that with that personality.
I mean, I can definitely see them using her the way that she is as kind of like, well, she's 30, what, 39? Yeah, she's 39. She's not married and kind of using her strengths against her. That's just totally me, though. I could just be portraying it that way. I'm sure the whole world is like not thinking that way, but I've never seen her before. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bummer that, I mean, look at me. I totally got sucked into it too, though.
No, I know.
I totally just fell on my butt just now thinking, oh, she came off a little harsh when really,
Right.
is she being harsh or is she
She
being,
just know what she wants.
Yeah,
Because
a
I
real
feel like-
woman knowing what she wants.
Right. But that's my whole question.
Yeah.
Though, is like the fact of like a woman knowing what she wants and what she will and will not tolerate sometimes isn't looked at as a good thing. It's looked as, oh, like you being picky, like, oh, you okay, like you got this like snarly. They could put like a negative connotation to it, and that's the part where I'm just kind of like, no, it's not negative. Like, why is that looked at as negative? Because a woman knows what she wants. Just like with a man. Like, my whole thing is this: wouldn't you want to be with someone who knows what they want?
I mean,
There's always don't mean to cut you off. Like,
No, no,
but there
no.
is a definite way of, delivering what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Delivery is everything.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, though, if someone knows what they want and they deliver it, obviously, like in a good way, it's not a bad thing knowing what you want.
I mean, Twitter, I'm not on Twitter, but I'm trying to see a couple things from Twitter. So one person says, I'm so glad we don't need to sit through a whole season of Claire, hashtag the Bachelorette. I think she's going to get a lot of heat. I think she's going to get a lot of love and a lot of heat because she's been on the show a few times, she's very direct.
She's been on many shows.
She knows what she wants. It also seemed to me like she kind of was like hunting for something.
What you mean?
Like she wanted specific answers, but then she also was really warm about it because she was very genuine. It came off to me that She was happy those guys were there. They took that time to be off, to be there.
Yeah, she kept saying like they showed up.
She was very, yeah, like they all just came and they were being really real with her and honest. And you can tell a lot of these guys were really nice. We'll go into more about, the guys later. But a lot of people are really supporting her. One other person says, I'm rooting for Claire to not only find love, but also an A-list film star after this. And so ultimately, I feel the show is succeeding. Hashtag the
Yo, it sounded like they were going in a positive direction about her.
I got scared.
She was like, and it gets like an A scene role for her performance.
Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe this isn't as positive as I thought it was going to be.
You're turning red right now, yo. This is a prime example of trying to read something in the moment and thinking it's a good, but then it's like, damn.
Oh my God.
Halt, mother.
I saw the first word and it says, I am rooting. And I said, okay, this must be a positive one. And then I realized, oh, just maybe kidding. It's
not. You thought. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
But no, I feel like there's definitely going to be like some mixed crowds with this. But I think that's with every every season. There's some people that do root for you. There's some people that don't. Like, you know what I mean? This is real life-ish. But I'm really intrigued to see how this is going to play out.
Well, because the whole world already kind of knows how this ends. And I think this is going to bring so many more views, though, to the show.
Like, when is it going to end? We know it's going to end prior to it.
You want to guess how many episodes in?
Oh.
You want to guess? Let's take a guess right now.
You go first.
I'm going to guess max 6.
What,
Maybe.
how many episodes are in
I don't know. Actually, I don't.
I'm wondering.
No.
Because
maybe
something is
12?
telling me about like 8 or 9. Like 9 episodes in. That's what my gut is telling me.
Let's see.
8, 9 episodes.
Drum roll.
And then because the not spoil alerts, but the little trailers that they keep showing is that essentially insinuating that this episode, or season I should say, I keep calling it a darn episode, this season of The Bachelorette is not going to be a full-blown season. So I don't know what their angle is, but go ahead.
Oh, so it looks like there's only 10. There's 10 episodes.
Oh, wow.
There's a kind of like a tell-all. Uh-huh. And then there's a season finale part 1 and a season finale part 2.
So is that included in the 10 episodes?
Oh, shoot, you're right, huh? Okay, so altogether 13. Oh, okay. I think she's only going to make 6.
Okay, I say 8.
Oh, wow.
I say 8.
Okay, 6 and 8, we're going to remember that.
We got it recorded, so.
Yeah, true.
It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, wait, what'd you say?
No, but that was definitely quite an intro. They gave like her backstory. They kind of gave her like where she currently is in her life, which was interesting. And then what did you think about us meeting the men, like them going through the COVID? I think that almost kind of helps in a way that they showed what they were doing during COVID, not during COVID, but when they got there. They had to be, quarantined. Then they had to take their test. Everybody kind of gave their kind of mental state on where they were, because I didn't catch how long that they were in quarantine together.
I don't think they specified, but I mean how the way they reacted after taking that test, that
like
COVID
it looks
test,
like they were in there for 2 weeks.
Oh my, maybe, but that COVID test with their reaction of that seems scary.
Yeah, those grown men had tears. Watery eyes and like red faces. They like to the point where
I'm concerned. Like, mother,
I don't want that test. I mean, I would take the test if I needed to, but ouch.
Draw my blood though.
Ouch.
I'd rather you give my blood than
I mean, they looked ready to go when they were like, "You're clear." They were running around and.
Well, no, because how good is that feeling though to know? And then you get to find love. Like, you get to find love in a time right now where essentially we're supposed to be apart.
It does seem really genuine. Like, the guys really want to get to know her, though.
But this is the first episode, right? Do you believe that you can have really strong emotional connections with somebody off the gate of meeting them once?
Probably.
Or for the first time, I should say.
Yeah. Sparks, butterflies.
But that immediate drawn like that, like
yeah,
like
absolutely.
what we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I mean, I don't think calling somebody. I mean, you know what though? There, you never know. There are people out there that have like, I knew the first day I met my wife that she was going to be my
true.
wife.
I've heard that.
There's
I've
like
heard
that
that
spark. There's that. That person is my person, and I just knew right then and there we were going to be married.
Right.
But I do think though one thing about the show is that they don't really set them up for success when they live all over the country.
You did mention that. That was a really good point because I didn't think about that at first.
Think about it, because after the show, I know that they have to be separated for 3 months so that everybody can see all the episodes and catch up. And then once it's done, there's like a live finale or something where
they reveal,
and they're talking to the person that they get engaged to or whatever happens at the finale.
right, to see if they've actually lasted,
if they're still together,
like,
they're working on the relationship. And when you're separated for 3 months after 13 episodes, I mean, I don't know how long those are in real life, like the time span.
Right.
It doesn't seem like that long.
With the whole season?
Yeah.
Right, but that's
them
my
being
thing.
there. I don't know. I need to figure that out as well. How long they're actually shooting for. But it's like not realistic because you're not really setting them up for success. If she lives in California and he lives in New York, who's going to make the jump? But who's going to make the decision of, okay, we're engaged now. Now you need to move all the way across the country for me. You can't get back into the real world. You can't transition from where you guys were to the real world, showing each other's places and meeting each other's families. It's like,
well, they do meet each other's families on the show.
yeah, oh, that's true. They do.
They do that.
But I mean,
but I do get with the whole moving situation though, and relocating. But I wonder if they ask contestants that they're going through, like through the audition phase, if they're willing to relocate where Claire, right?
Yeah.
Where Claire lives, if that's even a possibility. You know what I mean? I wonder if they really ask that question. But I mean, hey, there's some people that don't mind it, or maybe they ask like, "Are you willing to be in a long distance relationship?" But my whole thing is, if you're married, why would you? Ooh, I wonder how that goes. Being married and being in a long distance relationship.
I found it.
What?
How long does it take to film The Bachelorette? Contestants on The Bachelor and Bachelorette are expected to fall in love and get engaged in less than 3 months. But the
90
process
days.
is much different for the couples on Bachelor in Paradise. I don't need to get onto that.
I don't
know that show.
No, we
but
just need to be on The
3
Bachelor.
months?
Do you think that's real? I've heard a man say though that men know within the first 6 months if they actually see marriage in your guys' future. I've heard that.
I don't know. It clearly has happened for some, but it doesn't seem like a very high percentage of them actually get married. I don't know. I'm
3 months to fall
a little
in love.
like,
And mind
you,
you,
not seem that long to get
and
married.
this isn't 3 months that you're only investing in one person. This is 3 months trickling down. What? How many people are on the show? Like,
I think there was like 25.
That's what I was about to say.
I think she just cut 5.
20 people. Let's just say 20 people. You have 3 months to distinguish your love, a connection. This marriage, for me at least, is, we gonna ride this boat out until this ship is both sailed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have 3 months to find your partner, your person, your ride or die for life. Like,
I don't know.
Do you think that's only the reason why like only 5 out of 16 seasons?
I
only
think
5
there's
people have
definitely
made it?
pressure. It doesn't surprise me that more of the bachelorettes are married to their guys than the bachelors are. That I totally am like, those guys, I think they're actually proposing and are like in love with these women. So I think it's more, I'm not going to say it's more real, but I don't know.
Do you feel like it's so with that comment, so you feel like it's more genuine from a bachelorette standpoint than a bachelor standpoint? Is that what you're saying? Like, you feel like men are more likely
There's
to be
probably
in
way
love
more
with the
pressure for the
Bachelorette.
Bachelor than there is the Bachelorette. But then the Bachelorette, though, man, she's going to be dealing with, is she nice? Is she mean? Blah, blah, blah.
Is she
Oh,
being
she
too
acts like this.
kissy
She
and
acts like
touchy?
that. She slept with him. Blah, blah, blah. I can't
Mm-mm.
wait to get into this part, though, of the season where they're talking about, like, her business because it's nobody's business. But we don't have to get into all that right now.
Right.
But I did think, though, what did you think about meeting the men?
I
Like,
thought it
who
was
kind of
cute
stuck
and
out to you
funny.
the most?
Well, besides the tall dude, because that dude
That's
was
super
just
tall, dude.
so damn
Holy.
tall. What was his name? I don't even remember his name.
I'm so sorry, tall man. I don't know your name.
But he was really, really tall. But besides him,
Ivan, though. He was the chess guy with the baby face.
yes, I
And
like
he,
Ivan.
he did his intro
Yes.
in his mom's native language.
Yes.
Oh, that was very sweet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, no, he's on my
Very,
route.
very sweet.
I did like Blake.
Blake.
Blake stood out to me. That's the one she kissed for the first time. And I said that, like,
Blake with the
risk.
beard.
Yes.
Blake
that's
with the
the
beard.
risk.
And I think, oh yeah, he did. He reached out to her via social media
Prior
which
to the
kind
show
of
being recorded.
gives me a hunch on who else has reached out to her.
What do you mean?
Because I
Spill the
think
tea.
her and Dale have totally been in contact with one another.
Prior to this?
Yes, 110%. Because if
Ooh,
he
that-
reached
ooh.
out, you know the other guys did too. You know the other. It's 2020. Social media is huge. You find out that's the girl you're gonna be with. You want to get to know her. You want to, like, if you're being real and genuine about it, I wouldn't blame you for reaching out to me on social media. Yeah, I mean, you're breaking a huge rule, but don't you think it's more real?
I mean, it is, but at the same time, I feel like then what's the point of us doing this show if you have like one leg up on everybody else? That's not fair.
I mean, true, but maybe, after this season, they're gonna maybe change up the dynamic of the Bachelor and Bachelorette and say, hey, we've given them a month to chat on social media and get to know one another, and now they're gonna finally meet one another.
Or
you
that
know?
kind of be the audition
Oh,
phase.
you know what though? Instead, she just gets their numbers and their names, and they just start talking via text.
Oh, and she can't see them.
them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh,
that
that's
would be
genius.
amazing
That
because
would be
that's
genius.
modern day. That's modern day.
But you know what-
Everybody reaches out to somebody they're DMing,
Uh-huh.
right?
But you can see a face when you DM.
True.
But that reminds me of Love is Blind on Netflix, which is a bomb show, by the way.
Oh Jesus, we have to review that show because I
show was,
binged that whole entire thing
yo,
during
me
quarantine.
too.
I was
And I'm not even a show watcher like that, but that just
okay.
drew
Let's
me.
just take a moment.
Oh.
Lauren and Cameron
cutest.
from Love is Blind.
Oh my gosh! And you know what's funny about that whole scenario?
A couple.
Your name is Lauren, and what is your brother's name?
Cameron. I know that
I
was
just thought about it right now.
yeah.
But that's funny.
Loved them though.
Them as
Loved
a
them
couple,
though.
so
Very-
cute, and they bought a dog.
And I watched that whole entire show.
I did too. I was,
And
rooting
I
for them
think in
from
my
the
mind I
jump.
was kind of comparing Love is Blind and I was comparing The Bachelorette because I was thinking, okay, well, now this is interesting because it's two totally different shows, two totally different dynamics. You
It's
can
all
tell
about
that
love, but
exactly,
yeah.
but
The
I
approach is different.
almost liked the approach of Love is Blind more because I
Mm-hmm.
said this is very real and raw. You're not seeing that person.
You're getting to know them as a being.
Yeah,
not
and I
just fall in love with
think
their
even though
appearance.
not their ratings, but the success of them getting married wasn't very high.
Oh, as far as who actually
I
ended
think
up
only
with each other?
two couples got married, and one couple is currently still dating.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they.
Forgot her name and his name.
I know the
The
redheaded
blonde
dude.
chick. Yeah.
Yes, he said no at the altar. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And
But so interesting. Though,
but they
when you
ended up
compare
being
the
together
two.
though, right? I know. So that's what I'm saying. Do you feel like Love is Blind is more of a genuine and authentic and real way of falling in love versus The Bachelorette, where you only have 90 days to distinguish and establish a relationship and a partnership and like eliminate people to fall in love with your one person.
I kind of like the Love is Blind way. Not way, but I like the way that they
set it up.
what they stand for.
Right.
You get to know that person. You're talking to that person. You don't see what they look like or see their Instagrams or, You know, you're getting to talk to that real person genuinely by just the tone of their voice. You get excited and you talk about stories, and you can fall for that person in a different way. I think The Bachelor and The Bachelorette is very, and this also, I really didn't want to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Just do
It
it.
really bothers me that there's no average sized people on the show. Not one.
What you mean?
None of them are average size. They're all these like fit guys, and they're all these guys that are, you know, I mean, Blake wasn't
mean like there's
super
no,
fit,
like-
but he's still, you can tell that guy works out. He takes very good care of himself.
Right.
I think that there needs to be more representation in the show.
Like more diverse and more like they don't all need to look like supermodels.
But
in one
neither
way,
do the
shape, or form.
Bachelorettes, though. When are they gonna pick somebody who's just your
And the Bachelor,
average
too.
kind of person, your average size?
Like you raffled from a jar.
Yes. And realize this person, that's what I like about Love is Blind, because you don't,
They were all pretty though.
they
too.
all were really beautiful.
Let's be
I mean,
honest.
shoot.
They went through
yeah.
the same, probably the same phase.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna sit here though and play like, you know me,
I know.
perspectives and
I
all this
know,
stuff,
No, I know.
because Love is Blind did have their little ups and downs also. Because my whole thing is I can make you fall in love with me by telling you all sweet nothings in your ear, for you to fall in love with me, but then getting to know the real person at
Well,
the end of the day, like
that's-
that one other couple, like that one couple.
That's why they do it in phases, though. They do it in phases on the show. You have to get like you're in your own apartment, then they introduce. And the thing is, with that show, they're all from the same city. They're all from Atlanta.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No, they were not.
Who was from different cities?
The one dude was from Illinois. The one dude and that
Are you
one.
talking about The Bachelorette?
No, I'm talking about Love is Blind. The blonde chick that was kind of in love with one of the other dudes, and like the person that he picked her, but she was in love with someone else. It was like a love triangle type of ish. But what the hell is that guy's name?
I'm gonna have to check. I swear, I thought
They were
all
both from
the same
Chicago.
state.
No, they were both from Chicago, but she lived in a different state. She lived in a different.
Oh,
state.
she liked the Cubs. I don't know.
Yes.
Jessica.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think her name was
And
Jessica.
Lance. She was obsessed with Lance, and Lance ended up
yes.
with Amanda.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Look at that memory.
No,
coming
for
back to
real.
me.
But all that to say, though, I think because let's also make this known, you couldn't see the person unless or until you decided to propose to that person. So remember, they were on two different sides of the wall, never got to see each other in those phases,
Mm-hmm.
and then decided upon the person, and the man, like, you know, proposed to the woman, and then from there, they got to see each other. I know I just mind blown you right now. Poof.
Oh man. Well, shoot. Now we just compared two shows.
No,
two
I know, but
shows.
it's but at the same time though, those two shows have two different dynamics of getting to love. So
I
which
like
way
Love
is
is
right
Blind
and which
better
way is
so far.
Do
Let's
you
go. Let's do a tally
really?
every single episode. Which one do you like more, Love is Blind or The Bachelor? But what did you think about Claire's outfit when she came out for the first time?
Wait, which
Her
outfit?
outfit for the night when she met the men. What did you
Oh, it was
think of her outfit?
gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Her, you know
she's
what outfit that was
stunning.
super cute to me was the yellow shorts and the white
And the
top.
white tank top
I feel like
with
we
the
were
buttons.
really. I feel like me and you were really
Mhm.
commentating on her outfit.
A lot of the clothes, we were like, wow, his outfit's so nice.
It's
Wow,
so
look at that scarf. What was
cute.
that guy? Ben from Harvard.
oh god,
Him and his scarf, and he came with the
Rolls Royce with
Ro-
the driver.
My goodness.
Bougie.
But I did like that she came out looking really good.
She was really
looked
elegant,
very
super cute.
elegant.
super.
I mean, you
nice.
could tell she just was like glowing.
Very classy.
Very, very beautiful. And I just like that when she did the sit down with the host, she mentioned the DVD, which I think kind of softens her a little bit. Again, it tells people more about why she's not settling, and the fact
Bring
that
this
she
full
hasn't
circle.
seen, I know, right? That she hasn't seen the DVD yet. She wants to sit down with the person she wants to be
Well,
with.
explain the DVD.
So the DVD, if you haven't seen the episode, there's her father, I guess, apparently passed away a couple years ago, and he left a DVD to her and I guess her future husband. She hasn't seen the DVD, and you can really tell that that's really important to her.
Very
that
sacred,
relationship with her
yeah.
dad. And like she said, and she's like, I'm not going to just show it to anybody. I'm going to show it to my
Right.
future husband.
Completely
And I think that's
respectable.
why she's not settling for anybody. And that's why she's kind of standing her ground, which I like, because it's like,
I
you know
respect
what?
that.
Exactly.
Completely
Modern
respect
day
it.
woman. Don't settle for anybody.
Right.
That's I think her. I don't think she's doing it to like, this is what I'm standing for and this is my movement. But I think she genuinely is coming off like, if I'm doing it, don't do it. Like, don't do it. She's a role model
Right.
to young women who are watching the show, to older women that are watching the show. Like, don't settle.
Don't settle.
Exactly.
Right. But I also, tying into your point too, I feel like when you lose somebody that close to you, I mean, I don't know how it feels like to lose a father. I know how it feels like to lose a father figure. Which some people might believe that's the same thing, which it is in a sense, to me, in my opinion. But I feel like when you lose someone that close, you value time. And I don't have time to sit here and mess with you because time on this earth is not promised. Like, I know that sounds very corny and very cliche, but you're right. She is 39 years old. She's lived her life. And even with anybody, no matter how old you are, I mean, I'm 28 and that lesson really hit me hard this year. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not I don't want to settle for somebody. Like, I don't want to waste time. Not saying that, like, I'm just going to jump into something either, but it's just like, wait a minute. Like, if I tell you I want to see you, or I tell you that I want to miss you, that I do miss you, it's real. I'm not just saying it's just to blow smoke up your ass.
No, yeah, she definitely means it. But so let's go into Claire meeting the men. So I wrote down a couple notes throughout the episode, and let me kind of, like, if you can remember, there was a lot.
There were a lot.
So we couldn't get into all of them.
And I'm not really good with names, by the way.
So Ben was the army vet, and he had a very zen introduction. He was the deep breath. One. Yeah.
Yes.
Very kind.
Very sweet, but I was still a little off-putted, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think he was like, really just bring it in and like be, And okay, hi Charge.
Hi, boo boo.
Oh
Cuddle.
my gosh, hi. My dog is all over us right now.
Oh, he's a big boy, but he's
let's go into another one I thought was really, really cute.
Good boy.
Jordan M. He's the tall one. And we called him he called himself a tall glass of water.
That's the one.
That's that's Jordan M.
That was the one I was sad that.
Yeah. But his pants were a little too short, I'm not going to lie.
He's tall.
I mean, yeah, but
that's a style. Because don't they make
a smidgen.
But don't they make like those cute, funny, like looking socks sometimes just because of like the way?
Yeah, that is very in right now. But he was very handsome. I thought he was very handsome. So tall. Holy cow.
He was like up, 7 foot, like for real.
Looking up.
and then he picked her up. She was off the ground.
No, that was Dale.
No. He picked her up too. Yes.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I believe so. Shit, now you got me confused.
There's too many guys.
Is that the problem? No, that's the thing.
Let's see.
So many
what was another one? Oh, Ivan was that we talked about him a little bit. The friendly one. He used his mother's native language.
Oh, he's sweet.
He was
Dallas,
very
Texas.
sweet. What a baby face.
So sweet.
What a baby face. Oh.
And he was handsome too.
Yeah, he was very handsome. Let's see. Oh, Kenny was the one who wore the dog shirt. He had the picture of her dog, and then she was like, "Can I pet them?" And like totally touched his muscles. I was like, "Okay, Claire."
That was smooth though.
Just give him a hug. Gosh.
That was smooth though. You gotta yay. Call a play it. Like she knows
Tyler C. He could have his own. I don't want to waste 10 minutes of my breath talking about Tyler C. Tyler C was the one who showed up in the station wagon he was like, you want to fit all my kids and my dog, and like had this very like what was his thing? What did someone call him? Matthew McConaughey voice.
Minnie McKay or something. But Matthew McConaughey, that man.
How dare you? How dare you compare any man to Matthew McConaughey?
Right, because that man was
Don't
a very,
ever.
very good looking man.
Oh my gosh! When he said that, I said,
and his voice too, Lord.
I couldn't even believe that. No, he had a weird kind of I don't know why. The way he was just it came off so Oh, what's the
We sound so judgy right now.
No, but
by
he
the
just came
way.
out very territorial, and I was like,
A
dude,
little.
chill. Like, it's
A
okay, you know, you
little.
don't
But
have to be.
I wouldn't be surprised with him being the Bachelor though.
No.
Them bringing him back as the
No,
oh,
you
I
know
would
what?
not
We'll
be
go into that at the end.
surprised. I'm
I want to see who you
curious.
think is going to be the Bachelor next year because I have a couple guys I'm thinking about for next year.
Really?
Yeah, since we already know that who she's gonna end up with. God, what's another like? Oh, jeez.
Blake
Oh,
was
Dale.
cool. Dale
Dale,
was
of
cool.
course, he picked her up, and she just what a
What
reaction.
did you think about that? I want to get your reaction.
I thought it was
first on that.
honestly, I thought it was sexy.
Did you think it was genuine?
I thought it was very sexy when he did that. I said, "Oh, okay." And she clearly liked it too because she had the chills. Her face was red. She was having like a little moment. She's like, "I just met my future husband."
Yes.
And the host, he had to
moment.
pause and go up to her and said,
Do you realize what you just said?
"Yeah,
We've
he's
never heard that before.
I've never heard anybody say that."
On the meeting, on the introduction of the
she had a full on
contestants.
like, whoa, what a connection.
She said everything went dark when I met
She's
him.
like, did I even say anything? Did I even,
Did I say the wrong thing? Did I say something stupid? I
mean,
hope not.
what a reaction.
But what do you feel though? Do you like what if you could predict their relationship for the show?
I
do you
don't
think?
know. The trailer, the other clips make it seem like he's very bad boy. But what did you think about when they're all kind of sitting there and she kind of goes up? Did you not think that it was a little awkward that she's kind of standing there, then just one at a time they just kind of like pull her aside and talk to her?
But I think that's how they set the show up.
I know, but it seems just really okay, guys. You guys can all just sit here and hang out, and you guys rotate.
mingle.
And the thing too is they started that thing at night, and when the episode ended, it was daytime. They were there for hours.
Mm-hmm.
I could just see the production team. All right, y'all, let's do a couple mimosas. Some coffee
make
in the
some
kitchen.
brunch.
Like we have some dinner and snacks in the back. They're never gonna show them actually eating and stuff. But I'm
Right.
wondering how that kind of behind the scenes work.
But that was kind of I feel like thinking about it now, looking back at it, that was kind of an introduction for the men too, to get to know each other as well. Because think about it, they're gonna be
the
together
vibes,
for 90 days.
reading the vibes. Yes, Jasmine. I didn't even think about that. Reading the vibes, the tension, the competition.
Yep. So now we get to see their dynamic together amongst each other, and the
Ooh.
testosterone.
I
and
love that.
I love her, but no, I love her more. Like,
I'm excited about
Spicy.
that. But the one guy who did stick out to me the most was Easy. Easy was
In a
really
good way or in a
friendly,
what way? What
and
kind
he
of
talked
way?
about his family, and he seemed really sweet and really kind. But the best part was the dog. When her dog came out, oh my god, she was so cute, and I was like, that's so cool. She got to bring her dogs with her. They're chilling in her hotel room. I said, that's freaking genius.
No, well, because think about it, she's gonna be gone for 90 days. So I'm
Yeah,
sure she doesn't want to be
she
away
probably
from
was
her
like, nope,
babies.
I'm bringing the dogs. There's no way.
Right.
Figure it out.
I think
I have to
actually
have
one of the
them.
dudes actually brought their dogs also.
Oh, that's right. There was one
one of
clip
them,
with a guy who
I
brought his
remember,
dog.
yeah.
I mean, I would bring charge. I'd bring him anywhere with me if I could. Work, stores.
You know what? It's funny that you mentioned sidebar. Like, this is completely not related to The Bachelorette. But I never thought in a million years that I would have a small dog, right? But I do. His name is Little Turbo. I love that little boo-boo. He's my little Yorkie.
Turbo.
And I started to take him out with me to hang out. And honestly, having a small dog and bringing them everywhere is like the easiest chill damn thing.
Oh my gosh, I can't take charge anywhere. He is so big.
Bruh, I went into the store called
man.
Morph, and they had me pick him up. Mind
yeah.
you, I mean, my dog's super well behaved, very trained, doesn't pee on anything, like, that he's not supposed to. But it's like, could you imagine trying to go in with charge and them telling you, oh, you need to pick him up. Mother effer, how do you expect me to pick up this 102, damn near 200-pound dog?
Yeah, it's hard to bring him anywhere because he is so big and, German Shepherd.
He's a beautiful puppy. I love my
he's
Chargy Poo.
amazing. But little Turbo, he's the best.
Little boo-boo.
So, how did you think she handled the sit down with Tyler C and Yosef?
Well, let's bring that back though, because how do you feel like that was handled between Tyler and Yosef?
Again, I think Tyler C was coming out of the gates just full of baloney.
Drama.
And I just don't even see the point of, I don't even know why. But then Yosef, though, I just don't see a connection with her and him at all. He really was trying really hard, though. You could tell he was trying, but I just don't see it.
But do you think that he was being honest about that whole thing, though, that Tyler C called him out on?
No, I definitely think that. Why would he make that up?
Right.
And why would the girl make that up? I definitely think he was being cordial and talking to people, saying, hi, how are you?
I mean, I do respect the fact, though, that Tyler C did go up to the other dude to talk to him about it. But, however, Yosef is the one that went to her to bring the tea.
Yeah, and at first I was like, oh, why would you
I
do
feel
that?
like.
And then you and Josh made a good point and said, no, that's a man who's like, listen, this is what's going on and being said. I want to nip this in the butt right now. So I liked that about him.
But now that I think about it, though, too, I think he did do it to kind of save his own butt.
Yeah, he needed to.
Well, but my whole thing is if he's lying about it.
But she was very upfront with him and was like, no girl's going to show up here, right?
Yo, you think he wants to leave? No. So, of course, he's going to say no.
I know. I think that's going to play out. I think something is going to... There's going to be a lot of drama this season. I think there's going to be good parts and very, 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 very dramatic parts. But let's talk about the rose. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can talk about the rose first.
The rose ceremony. So she gave her first rose to Ben. Not Ben. No, wait. Oh, my gosh.
Dale.
Dale. Look at me go. Already getting all these names confused. Dale.
There's a lot of men,
So that was
the
the first impression rose, which I guess is like a big deal in this show. And then she ended up giving the other rose to Blake, to Easy, to
You wrote
Ben,
all these names down.
and to Riley, and to Zach J. I'm only going to list the top 5.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Because
say,
this could go on. It goes all the way to 20 roses.
Sweet
so she
goodness.
cut, I'm thinking 5 people.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
But this is what I was going to say. Did you catch how the whole entire time she was talking to when she was talking to them as like a group, how she was like, I can definitely see and feel my husband is here. Definitely can see and feel that my husband's
I think because
here.
she really wants it. Like, she really wants this. She's not playing.
Right, but that's my thing.
You go, Claire.
But I think that she was saying that constantly to subliminally state, I've already chose who I'm going to
You
go
know
with.
what? Maybe. But then also, too, I think she's saying, like, if you're not here to be my husband, get out. Don't be here. I am here looking for my husband. If you want to play games with me, bye-bye. I think she genuinely is like, I'm not taking this. This is going to be really interesting. I'm glad that we're going into this.
Me too, and we're experiencing it together for the first time.
Yeah.
Like starting off. So
I know. What a
I'm
great little...
Because, I love love. You love love. And I mean, I genuinely want this person to find love. But I am, if I'm going to be completely honest, still coming into this whole watching the Bachelorette season kind of skeptical. Because I want to know, is this really going to be a real authentic love?
True.
And partnership and a marriage that's going to come out of this.
Well, we know there's a lot of drama in this, obviously. Everybody's you guys have all read the news. We've read the news. We knew that this wasn't going to be a full season.
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't know that until you brought it up.
Okay, well, I knew. I'm super into, like, pop culture and, like...
The gossip.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Cheese Meg. Give me the tea.
E-News is my jam. That's where I get all my tea about all these famous people.
There you go.
E-News. Fashion, all that stuff. Love it.
Shout out.
It's like my guilty pleasure. Oh my god. And what's that one little segment that I love so much?
The pop something.
Nightly Pop.
I think so.
With Morgan and Hunter and
you know all the names.
Nina. Oh, obsessed.
You send me those videos all the time.
Oh god, dude, they're the best. They're they're the best. If you want to watch some funny stuff.
We're definitely tagging them.
About celebrities. This is really good. But I think that's gonna go ahead and be a wrap.
Dang.
That is our Bachelorette season 16 episode 1 review.
Yeah, and our first ever Bachelorette start off to a whole season. Our cherry has been popped.
Yeah. So just a heads up for anybody, we're gonna go ahead and do our best to do a episode 2. We're probably gonna follow up with the episode 3. So go ahead and stay tuned.
Is this weekly? Does it come on weekly?
It does.
Oh, it does come on weekly.
It does. We have some schedule issues, so we're gonna go ahead and do another topic for next week, and we're gonna go ahead and follow up and not finish, but we're gonna go ahead and pick up on episode 3. So I I loved this. I'm really
I
excited about
am
this
too, but
one.
we can do a 2 and 3 in one episode too.
True,
We're
we can.
thinking out loud, you guys. This
we
is
can
how we
do that.
sometimes operate. But that, you know, it makes it more authentic, I feel like, with our podcast. So.
But I think the best part about it was I loved that, like, because, you know, Josh is like, I'm not going to watch it with you guys, but he was literally standing in the kitchen.
I
just love, I love it when you guys just go on and off. I think it's
low-key gets into
hysterical.
it. I feel like any man that starts to watch this show, low-key, just
to watch it.
You get hooked too, just like we get hooked.
It's so funny because he's standing there in
not
our kitchen and
judging.
he's just kind of, I know
He takes, like, longer
he does it
pauses.
all the time. All the time.
And he would comment.
Oh, he does. And then you and him just go back and forth. I'm cracking up. I wish I had it on record, like,
I think we
what
do, actually.
they do, like, on the parts, though. I wish we could have actual clips. And then your guys' responses or reactions, they're the freaking best.
Yeah.
Like, I'm obsessed with it. But we're definitely going to go ahead and end this episode. So our weekly shout out goes to my boyfriend, Josh.
Shout out to Josh, yo.
He is my partner in crime. Thank you so much for supporting our podcast. I love and appreciate you so much. And I love that you secretly watch shows with me. I love that you're friends with my best friend. And again, I just really love and appreciate you. And thank you so much again for supporting our podcast.
Yep.
So with that said, our episodes come out on Saturdays by 5 o'clock. Our next episode will be coming to you on October 24th. So thanks again for joining us and stay tuned. And also don't forget to follow our Instagram at Jas&Lo Podcast.
And that's JASANDLO podcast.
Bye, guys.
Toodles.
I just wanna show you something.